Hey, what's up guys? It's Justin here. I haven't seen you in a very long time. I think it's been about a month, but for the very first time, I am very proud to say, be sure you're watching this video in 4K. Yes, you heard me right. I did upgrade to a new camera and a lot of things have been changed in the past month I have been gone, but at the same time I have been very busy. So for those who are wondering, I did have exams throughout most of the month of June, and the day after my last exam, I actually went on vacation to Japan for the very first time. But now that I'm back from that, I'm going to pretty much update you on all of the new upgrades I have made, as well as some of the things you should expect in the future, but at the same time answer your questions that you sent to me for this week, as this is still an AskJTech episode, which is the episode 3, and I have been skipping out for quite a few weeks since I've been gone, but I'm going to make it up to you in this video, I promise. So let's just start out with the camera. As you know, the Panasonic GH4 is a very popular option. It brings 4K video recording internally at a pretty reasonable price, at least when you compare it to the rest of the market. So it took quite a bit convincing. I'd like to thank Marco Hanna for really helping me around it and telling me a lot about the GH4, and I'm still kind of learning and I've only had about 1 day with it. A lot of you on Twitter know that I did go ahead and purchase this about 2 days ago. But I did play around with it yesterday and I'm still trying to learn, but I just wanted to bring this video out to you guys, letting you know that I did upgrade the camera to the Panasonic GH4 and hopefully most videos will be shot in 4K now. I did also pick up the 12 to 35mm f2.8 lens, and I may also be purchasing a macro lens soon. So of course the camera is very exciting, but another thing is also very exciting as well, and I actually picked up a Mac Pro, which is just resting back there. You also see some new speakers which were sponsored by Massdrop, and a review will be coming up on that soon. But I do really want to redo my desk setup and bring you guys an updated tour. But the Mac Pro is a very exciting addition. I actually got it from Larry Geeky Nerd Dad. Definitely check him out. He's a really cool guy. And the Mac Pro specs are a quad-core Xeon with 64 gigs of RAM. And I did also upgrade the internal storage to 1 terabyte and dual D300 GPUs. I may also upgrade the processor in the future, but for now, I'm really just starting to do some video editing on it since I've just been so busy, and for the past month, I haven't been able to bring you guys any videos. More on the updates, there are quite a few things coming up now that it's summer. The LG G3 is supposed to arrive early next week for me, and also bringing you the review of the Audio Engine A2 Plus. And again, for those who follow me on Twitter, I have been wanting those for a very long time, if you have known. And I do also have the LG G Watch that Google introduced at Google I/O, or really formally introduced and announced a release date. So that will be coming up, and I hope to bring you guys coverage on that. And the OnePlus One is also supposed to arrive midway next week, and I also hope to bring you guys a few giveaways along the way this summer, as my last giveaway was all the way back at Christmas. So a lot of exciting things. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I definitely can't wait to jump into all of this coverage as I've been gone for such a long time. I'm very sorry about that. So I've kind of been rambling on for the first few minutes of this video, just getting you guys caught up as I haven't been here for over a month now. But let's jump right into our first question. So the first question is from Twitter user Alec. So Nika Gabe, sorry if I mispronounced your name there, but his question is, how is the Panasonic filming experience compared to the Canon experience? So a lot of people in YouTube community have switched over to the GH4, more notably Dom Mac Mixing. He actually sold all of his Canons and went over to the Panasonic, and that is kind of what I am doing. It was kind of an uneasy adjustment at first, as I have been using Canon for quite a few years and I really liked it, but ultimately I had to realize that the GH4 was simply the better camera. The GH4 is very video dedicated. I felt that the Canon's was kind of a photo mode that will allow you to record, but the GH4 has a dedicated video mode. It allows you to tweak a lot of things, and I almost feel like a lot of the things that you had to get through Magic Lantern on the Canon DSLRs were features that were already integrated into the GH4. And I'm no camera expert. You'd have to ask Marco Hanna if you have any more detailed questions, but I gotta say I really like the video features and a lot of the things that Panasonic has done in the GH4. The second question comes from Jake Wooden Lightbulb. Do you own a screen to view your 4K content you create? And the simple answer is no. I have the Thunderbolt display, as you can see on the back. I picked that up quite a few months ago for a pretty good deal. I'm sure you guys have seen that in my videos. And I just have an old Asus monitor. I wounn't really say it's old, but it's the ProArt series, and it used to be my main monitor. But I'd mainly keep that around so that I could still have my Xbox hooked up and play that whenever I need to. So I don't really think of getting a 4K display just yet as my main display for editing. I'm perfectly happy with the colors of the Thunderbolt display. The third question comes from Sudipo Chakraborty. Sorry if I messed up your name. This question came from Twitter, and he says, what's the best part of being able to play with tons of gadgets every day? So, as a YouTube reviewer, obviously I'm a huge fan of tech, and I'm always looking out for new technology, and I really need new phones to constantly be coming to excite me. You know, I have pretty much every Android phone out there, and I hope to buy every single one. Pretty much all of my money is spent on technology nowadays, and really every phone that comes out of every manufacturer, with exception to like Nokia, I've never really been a fan of those. I always want to pick up and play around with, because every phone is just unique in its own way and how the manufacturer wants you to experience it. So to have new products coming in every day, whether it is from companies or just me purchasing themselves, they always excite me, and that is what I love about doing YouTube. The next question comes from Facebook user Andreas Barcelona. What do you think for the next Note 3? So for the past years, the Note 3 has definitely been a beast, and I'm actually not a huge fan of the Samsung Galaxy S5, but I really do love the Note series. Even though they do run the same software, for some reason I've always just been a bigger fan of the Note, and although I'm a person with pretty small hands, I definitely do like the form factor of it, as if you're trying to record 4K video, for example, you have a huge screen to be able to monitor with. The phone itself feels really nice in the hand. It is still very thin. The specs are just absolutely amazing. You could expect 3 to 4 gigabytes of RAM, the latest processor, obviously with improved 4K, improved camera sensor. There's just so many things I do love about the Galaxy Note 3, and with the S Pen, it is also very fun to play with. My friends really like to play around with that, especially if you're drawing after Snapchat images. But I'm definitely really looking forward to the Galaxy Note 3 and what Samsung has to bring in September. So the last and final question is a personal question. I like to toss in tech and some personal questions, and it is from AskJTech Plus, and he says, do you play any sports, and if you do, then which one? So I do play hockey. A lot of you do know that, and I've been playing it since grade 6. So I've been playing it for about 5 years now on ice, but I've loved hockey for like, I think nearly 10 years now, and I'm somebody who isn't a sporty guy. I don't like every single sport. I like to watch sports, I guess, and I like to play them in video games, but the only sport I really love to play is hockey. And in fact, for a while I played 2 positions. I played player for quite a few years, then I switched to goalie, and I played half and half, but now I'm kind of a full-time goalie, and I definitely really enjoy it. And let me know what your favorite sport is, or what sport you play, down in the comment section below. So this is a pretty long video. I think I'm approaching 10 minutes, and sorry if I went on and on, but I hope this is a good update for you guys on some of the things that has been going on, because a month ago I was using the Canon 70D and the Canon 60 and my Mac Mini, and all of a sudden I disappear for about a month. I've always been on Twitter, but off YouTube, I've been gone for about a month, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't know what's going on. So I want to update you guys on that and some of the very exciting things I hope to do with this channel moving forward, especially in the summer into the latter part of the year when Apple's set to take stage down in September. I'm really looking forward to that. But be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and follow me on Twitter for constant updates, as I tweet all the time at JTech Apple. And I promise you some great things are going to be coming to this channel. And aside from that, that's all I've got to say, and I'll see you all in the next video. And by the way, if you'd like your question answered in the next video, be sure to head over to Twitter and ask it at JTech Apple with the hashtag AskJTech. I'll see you guys next time.